Entonces, ya también no ni sana mi ando tema, mina que no había ganado hasta música viste pasaste gate, David se capa viste gate, guste pia yamita umota, tanto llegué se los tamata, que cuando mouse que hiciste gano, que depende de sonano, eu guste mina gate ganasi, mon que es nada que directa aquí, non se los tak ma Pagusente na guys iniganya David se capa viste gate goma, te gema was met tagite, mino depende de iniganya hise. Nancy, I would like to share with you the importance of the upcoming community ratification vote to approve the Norway House Cree Nation land law. Lands have been managed under the Indian Act with minimal to no decision-making powers. We need change because the Indian Act is obsolete and no longer applies to the present-day needs of Norway House Cree Nation. Historically, the Cree of Norway House Cree Nation took care of the lands, waters, and natural resources until a series of events in Canada made us wards of the federal government. Initiatives such as the proposed RCMP detachment have been subject to one delay after another. If Norway House Cree Nation was an operational land code First Nation in 2014, that detachment would have been standing already. The Norway House Cree Nation land law allows Norway House Cree Nation to follow through with developments and plans based on our nation's needs. What changes and opportunities will come to land management and land use at Norway House Cree Nation with a yes vote? Norway House Cree Nation would be in control of all activities taking place on its lands if the Norway House Cree Nation land law is ratified by our membership. We would no longer be overseen by the Department of Indian Affairs. We would be able to develop commercial infrastructure and other types of leases internally. We can approve business licenses for members and non-members. We can develop our own land use and occupancy laws based on the needs of our nation. We can pass laws for environmental protection of Norway House Cree Nation lands. We can issue permits, licenses, and negotiate our own land designations. Norway House Cree Nation would be able to make its own land laws, conduct its own land administration, and enforce its own laws. Norway House Cree Nation would be in a better position to attract and negotiate leases with business for improved goods and services for our membership. Decisions pertaining to lands will be made by Norway House Cree Nation in shorter time frames as opposed to being made by Indian Affairs and often takes years for approvals. We can survey our own lands and establish lots for residential, commercial, industrial, and other purposes and identify, document, and protect traditional land holdings.
What is the significance of approving the Norway House Cree Nation land law? The Norway House Cree Nation land law is a document that will guide the process of future land management of Norway House Cree Nation reserve lands, which is prescribed by the membership in the Norway House Cree Nation land law. The Norway House Cree Nation land law represents the transition from Indian Act governance of our lands to a self-governing regime that is unique to our nation. All decisions for our lands would be made by Norway House Cree Nation Council and the membership. Norway House Cree Nation would continue to be a signatory to Treaty Number 5, and the land law does not affect the treaty and Aboriginal rights of the Norway House Cree Nation membership. What was the process that brought us to the community ratification vote? In 2014, Norway House Cree Nation signed on to the Framework Agreement, which is federally legislated on First Nations land management, to opt out of the 34 sections of the Indian Act that apply to reserve lands and natural resources. Meetings were held at Norway House Cree Nation in Winnipeg and Thompson between October 2016 and April 2017, where the Norway House Cree Nation land law was drafted by the Norway House Cree Nation members. The Norway House Cree Nation land law, consists of 9 parts that all First Nations across the country are required to have in their codes. And under the Framework Agreement, Norway House Cree Nation was required to develop its own land code and community ratification process, where the land law would be approved by the membership in a community vote. The Norway House Cree Nation land law is now in its final form, and voting will take place from September 12 to October 12, 2017.
This is a very important vote for our nation. A yes vote will move us closer to self-government, and we will once again manage our own lands and natural resources according to our needs and internal decision-making processes. A yes vote means that Norrie House Cree Nation will manage its reserve lands under the Norrie House Cree Nation land law. A no vote means that Norrie House Cree Nation lands will continue to be managed by the Department of Indian Affairs under the Indian Act. The question on your ballot will read, do you approve the Norrie House Cree Nation land law dated August 18, 2017 for reference, and the individual agreement with Her Majesty the Queen in Right of Canada? And you will have the option of marking yes or no. Where and when do I vote? Norrie House Cree Nation eligible voters can vote using one of three methods: electronic voting, mail-in voting, and in-person voting.
Electronic voting is from September 12, 2017 at 9 a.m. till October 9, 2017 at 9 a.m. Visit the One Feather online voting website, onefeather.ca/nations/Norway House. Mail-in voting is from September 12, 2017 until noon October 12, 2017. For in-person voting, there will be advanced polls in Winnipeg at 333 Maryland Street, Thursday, September 28, 2017 from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Friday, September 29th from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. To vote in person at Norway House Cree Nation, polls will be open Monday, October 9th, 2017 from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m., Tuesday, October 10th, 2017 from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m., Wednesday, October 11th, 2017 from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m., and Thursday, October 12th, 2017 from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Voter packages are being mailed to off-reserve members and delivered personally to on-reserve members. If you have not received a voter package by Monday, September 25th, please contact Ida Turner, Ratification Officer, at 204-359-6721, extension 222, or by email at membership@nhcn.ca to request your package. We have 5,000 eligible voters, and we need 25% plus one, or 1,251 yes votes to pass our land law. All eligible voters are encouraged to vote in this historic opportunity to reclaim our relationship and rightful authority in self-determination to our lands and resources.
I encourage all eligible Norrie House members to come out and participate in this historic vote. This vote will impact the future of our community. We must ensure a good future for our children.